Hi, this is Amit Zavery, President, CPO and COO of ServiceNow, and you're watching Sachin Syal at OCHakde Show.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the OCHakde Show. We're Silicon Valley's first business, tech, and self-improvement podcast for teens, hosted by a teen, me. I'm Sachin Syal. I'm an 18-year-old award-winning entrepreneur, podcaster, author, and student from the Bay Area. And I interview remarkable and influential entrepreneurs, executives, investors, leaders, and inspiring individuals from all walks of life so we can learn from their stories and level up ourselves. I am also the co-founder of 3doshas.com. We're a coaching company transforming lives with 3dosha science from yoga and Ayurveda. The purpose of this show is to inspire you to go for it, which is what the Punjabi word ochakde means. Today I have a very special guest, Amit Zavery, who is the President, Chief Product Officer, and Chief Operating Officer of ServiceNow. He was also formerly the Vice President and General Manager and Head of Platform for Google Cloud. He was also an EVP and Corporate Officer of Product Development at Oracle. He's a board member at Broadridge, and he's also on the advisory committee for the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department at the University of Texas at Austin. He holds a bachelor's degree in electrical and computer engineering from UT Austin, and he also holds a master's degree in information computer science and business from CMU. Thank you for being here, Amit, and welcome to the OCHakde Show. How are you, and what's new and exciting?
No, thanks for having me. Lovely to speak to you. A lot of things going on, as you know. The things are happening very fast, but really excited about all the things we are doing, and look forward to talking to you about things you are interested in and your audience is interested in.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize this before we get into the whole interview, that I really appreciate this, because things like this in studios like this, at companies like this, with people like you, just keeps me going, keeps my dreams alive. I want to eventually have this be my full-time career as a podcaster, and thanks to folks like you, you're really making that dream come to reality, so I appreciate it.
No, of course.
Yeah.
No, this is great.
Yeah, and this show is for teens, actually, so I wanted to ask you, let's rewind a little bit. What were your teenage years like? What were you into, like, as a teen? What was Amit as like teenage Amit? What were you into, passionate about? And what sparked your interest in tech? I'm curious.
It's been a long time ago, but let me see if I can recollect. No, my teen years were quite fun. I mean, definitely a lot of fun friends to hang out with.
Yeah.
A lot of sports.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of sports activities. And then I was quite interested in technology. Mm-hmm. So I was good at science and good at math and everything else. So I got quite early age of my childhood getting into computers. So that's how I got introduced to computer science and technology like that, which I continued in my college years as well. Yeah. But it was a combination of fun times as well as kind of making sure you focus on doing the right thing from the study perspective and growing from there.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think it was that while ago. You used to look pretty young to me, man. Like, actually.
I don't know how many old people you've seen, but definitely.
No, you look great. I think, honestly, I didn't even expect that. But I'm curious, like, for the teens watching, they obviously they're trying to get their foot in the door of the industry, right? They're in college or they're doing a startup or something. What if they want to, like, actually understand, what does your role mean? Like, can you just, like, briefly, simply explain, what does it mean to be the president, CPO and COO of ServiceNow? It's a lot of hats.
Yeah. So I think that the way to think about this is, we are in the software industry, we build products.
Yeah.
We build products for customers to go and run and operate the business. Mm-hmm. So my team and myself, I get very involved in terms of thinking about what should we be building, what we should be investing in, what does the roadmap look like, what technology, where the technology is going, and how do we keep up with what the demand will be in the future. So working with customers, working with partners, looking at the industry, and taking all those input and deciding where to invest our product engineering resources. Yeah. And the second part of the job is then, once you decide what you're going to build, how do you operationalize it and execute against it? Yeah. So how do you get those products releases out, get the new feature capabilities to a customer, get them successfully deployed, and get them feel getting a good return on investment they're making with our products, so they go and invest more with us so we can continue growing. Wow. So that's what the CPO is, really, to build the product and the roadmap as well as the vision around it and the strategy around it. And the COO role is to really execute against those vision, to deliver what we are talking about so that the customers are getting the value and we are really delivering all the things we talked about. So that's really the day-to-day job, and that involves a lot of engagement with various different folks, as I said, customers, partners, analysts, investors, our engineers, product managers, our design engineers, our sales team. So it's a kind of encompassing many of those kind of discussions on a regular basis.
Honestly, man, you make it seem so simple and easy, but it's pretty pretty big roles to have those 3 roles at ServiceNow. Like, how have you liked it so far? How's it going?
ServiceNow is a great company. I mean, I've been here for 10 months, and if you look at the kind of the basic way ServiceNow operates and thinks about it, there are a few ethos. One is for sure around this idea of humble and hungry, right? So the idea that you want to make sure that you are really careful about how you think about things and how you're delivering value to customers, but also really be aggressive enough to be providing something which is very differentiated and important to our customers as well. So I appreciate that part. It's almost like a 20-year-old startup.
Yeah, founded in 2004, right?
Yeah.
That's so impressive.
Yeah, it's one of those few technology companies this big which has been started out recently. And it was founded by founder Fred Luddy, who was 50 years old himself when he started this company. Very rarely it happens where you have entrepreneurs this late in the career building out a new product and a new business. And then we have a very visionary CEO, Bill McDermott, who has a very clear idea of how to build this market and how build this opportunity. So it's a great place to work, a lot of good people, very technically driven. It's a product-oriented company. So I enjoy that a lot, and really solving a lot of important problems in AI, which is exciting to me, and I learn a lot every day.
I love it. I also find it so cool how like the companies you're at such an iconic time, including Google, Oracle, now at ServiceNow. And yeah, I mean, literally it's crazy to think 2004, right? Like 2 years after that I was born. It's pretty new. Like that's pretty new. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure, what is this, like more than 85% of Fortune 500 companies use ServiceNow, right?
Yeah, ServiceNow sells to very large companies, and the Fortune,
awesome.
as you talked about, the Fortune companies, Fortune 2000 companies are big customers of ours.
And I love the thing you said about the 2 H's, humble and hungry. That's very well said. I love it. I'm curious, my mom always tells me prioritize, get your to-do list done and do stuff. What is your top priority at ServiceNow right now, and what are you kind of like heads down on it? I'm curious.
Yeah, a few things. One, we are going through a big evolution in the software industries with AI.
Yeah.
AI is top of mind for everyone. It is really a transformative technology. So how do we take that capability and make it useful for everyone who will use our products? So that's the number one priority, is to really make sure AI is helpful, it does the right thing, and delivers the value everybody expects. So how we transform and guarantee that kind of capability to our customers and employees. And second, the big priority for us is to continue to make sure that we hear our customers and deliver to what they expect, and we keep on innovating. So innovation is a big part of our core principles, and if we keep on innovating, we'll keep on delivering value to our customers, and that's really the big priority for me.
I see. I love that. I'm curious, Amit, in your opinion, like from someone that's been here, and obviously I've done an experiment, honestly, I think it's kind of funny, but I go to every tech company and I go on their website, and the front page has something about AI.
Sure.
So I'm curious, for your company, ServiceNow, how is like AI transforming your guys' work and strategy?
Yeah, every area, right? AI is touching everything we do, right? So internally inside the company, like how we build our products.
Yeah.
We're using a lot of AI coding tools to help improve efficiency of our engineers. How we support our customers, we're using AI to answer questions, help customers get a lot of help without having to go and talk to everybody. How we now also run our finance and contracting systems so that we can be more efficient and do things faster. So that's internally. Externally, our products, the goal behind our products is to really help customers really automate the business. So what we provide is the ability to kind of wire different parts of the business and really improve the efficiency and not require a huge amount of interaction with humans, because it slows down the process, and also guarantee with AI we can get much more faster outcomes. So we're using AI across the board. Again, the goal is not to use AI for the sake of AI. It's really how the outcome is better.
Yeah.
So our thinking always is like, are you investing in things to make things better? And if AI helps, sure. If it doesn't, then we find something else, but that's the goal, is to really learn from all those technologies which are evolving today.
So then would you say AI, like for ServiceNow, the biggest priority is just, if you say it in very simple teen terms, like at high levels, to make people's lives easier and get stuff done faster?
Oh, yeah, you said it well.
Okay, all right, good. I'm glad. I also had a question for you about like being a leader. Obviously there's challenges and it's not easy doing what you do, but there's a lot of perseverance, resilience, a lot of hard work, focus. I'm curious, is there a recent challenge that you faced that you were able to overcome that can maybe inspire some of my teens and watching?
I think it's every day there's a lot of challenges. I mean, I think it would be the world we are in, things are moving very fast.
Yeah.
Keeping up is one challenge. I think there's a lot of sense of overwhelm and anxiety across the board. Everybody's kind of getting overwhelmed with the amount of information they have to deal with.
Yeah.
They're getting overwhelmed with the technology shifts. So there's a huge amount of human elements. It's not just technology shift, right? So there are cultural changes which we need to bring in. And there's anxiety around job losses or associated economy issues. So all the things are playing into how we deliver right kind of capabilities, but also how do we make sure our employees and our team members feel comfortable with this transition. So a lot of the challenges we face is really making sure we're communicating well.
Yeah.
We're providing the right vision and the strategy to the people we work with.
Yeah.
As well as we are really supporting as we transition some of these things where a lot of people have to reskill, they have to learn new things, they have to do things differently.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things are part of the day-to-day challenges. And then of course, training, recruiting, retention are also daily part of our jobs now. Yeah. And technology is only going to do so much. I think that there's a huge amount of human elements and learning and understanding what that means and how do you interact with people and how do you help them through the process. As the college students today, they're also getting overwhelmed, I'm assuming, with the amount of...
I've seen it,
And they are worried about jobs, they're worried about what they should study.
For sure.
What should they focus on, and how do you evolve. So I think it's a matter of now prioritizing, but also figuring out what will help you. And staying up to date, but also making the right decisions in many cases. And that's the daily job for all of us nowadays.
I find it pretty fascinating how these, because you listed out a bunch of stuff, right? Most people would think that like it's only a few things, but to make your customers like actually feel comfortable and help them with the AI transition, it takes a lot. Because by the way, what you said is really spot on. I have lots of friends. Should I switch my major? Like, should I even apply for this job? Because AI will just eliminate it. Should I not do graphic design anymore? Because now so there's like uncertainty, but there's excitement at the same time. And those two, when they come together, kind of creates a beautiful thing. To be honest, in my perspective, I love it. I think AI has helped me so much with the podcast, with my business. With school, I don't cheat or anything, but I just efficiently.
Hope not.
Just helping stuff get done. I write my own essays and everything.
Good.
But yeah, no, very well said.
I have a 17-year-old daughter who's going to be applying to colleges.
Oh, nice.
Right. So, and I have a 22-year-old who just started a job after graduating from college. So we've seen this shift over the last 4 or 5 years in terms of what everybody's going through. My daughter's friends, she herself thinking about what to study, what kind of things to focus on, and the worries about what tools to use, what not to use, and which will be considered plagiarism, which will be considered something which is allowed to use to help your day-to-day work as well. So there are a lot of learnings to be had, and I know a lot of people are going through that transition right now.
Well, I must say your daughters are lucky because they have a pretty good mentor. They can just go to their dad and say, "Hey, Dad, I need some help. Can you tell me?"
I'm not sure they listen to me, so.
What? Are you serious?
I don't know, whether you listen to your parents, everything they say to you?
Nah.
So there you go.
It's different when it's your parent. When it's not your parent, you're like,
So I had to find somebody else to communicate for me.
Well, it's really cool to see that you have kids around my brother and my age. It's pretty awesome. I'm curious, obviously like after Oracle, Google, you could have probably went to any company you wanted to. Not like why did you choose ServiceNow, but what do you think ServiceNow does to make it stand out in the crowded SaaS space? Like what is it in your opinion is a unique selling proposition that's like, this company is a star because of this? I'm just curious your opinion.
Yeah, no, when I was talking to Bill and Fred, and I've followed ServiceNow for many years, ServiceNow has created this unique capability which really looks at the heart of the company and kind of thinks of that as an operating system for how you operate a business, which is rare for any other providers today. All the other vendors provide you pieces of functionality or they provide you technology for a particular department or different particular function. ServiceNow kind of operates at the end-to-end level, which really excites me because then you're transforming how you run and get value out of software. Second, I think if you look at the AI evolution, automation, agentic AI, which is this idea of using AI agents to do your tasks, can really improve how you automate your business. So bringing that changes in technology to ServiceNow was really exciting to me because you can transform what we're doing at ServiceNow while we're learning something new as well and make a big difference. So that's why I joined, and I think it's playing out very well for us. So.
It is. It's doing great. I'm curious, like, for people wondering that are watching right now, what are some specific things that you can explain at like a like a high base, like not too complex, but like a level that young folks can understand. Like, how exactly are you helping your customers succeed with AI? Like, what is AI doing that your customer is saying, man, I love this stuff?
Yeah, I don't know how many times you usually run into issues with your, say, hardware, like laptop.
Many times.
Yeah, and then you have to either get help, like if you work in a company, you're asking somebody to help you fix that problem.
Yeah.
Typically in the back end, or a system which does that for you is ServiceNow. You might not realize, but most of the companies out there, or many of the universities, use ServiceNow as a way to manage that request and process that issue. Right? It could be your password reset, it could be you wanting to get a new laptop, or you want to go on a PTO or a vacation, and you need to kind of book that time away from your calendar. So all of that process required to do those tasks, ServiceNow automates. And with AI now, instead of having humans do that part for you, where go and log in and make those changes or order you a laptop inside the company, we would take that out and use AI agents to do that work for you. So there's no human interaction required, but also your speed happens faster. So when you request something, it automatically has filed it, got you things shipped to you, and you can get tracking without having to wait for a lot of the stuff. So that ServiceNow is doing that, and now we're doing that for customer service as well, right? So if you ask for help on, like one of our customers is DraftKings. When you are doing your fantasy football and bets and things like that, you could use that software to get support for any kind of thing you might have been doing there as well. Same thing we do for a lot of the airlines, so the banking industry, or for travel agencies, and things like that. So
you guys see companies, universities, all sorts of stuff now. I guess the name makes sense. That's why it's called ServiceNow.
Yes.
That's right. I get it now. I love it. I want to ask you a question about some of the previous leadership roles you've had. I'm curious, can you talk a little bit about being an exec at Google Cloud and Oracle? I'm curious, how were those days, and do you think those days helped you become a better leader here at ServiceNow?
For sure. I think any experience helps you kind of get better.
Yeah.
So I've been fortunate. I worked at Oracle for 24 years. I started as a software engineer out of college.
That's
directly, right?
Software engineer to EVP is crazy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, I think you have to kind of put in the time, learn about things, and you have to get good at something first. I always believe that you have to get deeper into some area, so you learn the details and not just a superficial level. And once you get good at one or two things, it becomes very easy to kind of add more and more skills around it. So I always felt that when I worked at Oracle, when I started as software engineer, then I evolved to becoming more of an engineering manager, and then taking on more product responsibility, becoming a GM. It was natural progression. Because I added more skills, but had a very deep foundation. So Oracle taught me a lot of those kind of skills in terms of how to build software, but also how to think about how you build a business around it. As I evolved to my role at Google Cloud, it was more about Google Cloud was going through a transition from being part of a consumer company, which is Google, to becoming an enterprise software provider, which is selling to companies. And that required experience for people. They were trying to bring people with experience in enterprise space and how you build enterprise software. So it was a natural progression for me to take what I learned at Oracle, apply it to Google, and help them build out Google Cloud business. And I learned a lot about how do you build a lot of latest technology, but also how you build a new business inside an existing company. And Google Cloud by itself has become a very large business for Google now. Right? And similarly, ServiceNow, I'm taking that experiences I have in enterprise space, some of the innovation around AI, and combining those two things and taking and hopefully helping ServiceNow get to the next level by growing the business, but also really rethinking what we build and how we deliver new capabilities to our customers. So it's kind of a natural progression. I always believe getting to the depth, and then really you have to have background in some areas, and then learn new things every day and grow from there.
No, I love it. It's absolutely incredible. It's phenomenal work you've done. By the way, if anyone's curious, it's great. If you just go on Amit's LinkedIn and look at Oracle, like it's just so like satisfying to see the progression you made, right? So, and then I actually looked through it, and I'm like, that's so inspiring. I went from like software engineer to higher, and you kept getting higher. And that's like the dream for a lot of people in tech.
No, it's a great experience in a way. You learn and pick up and you grow, and you feel satisfied because you feel also that you're contributing, right? So.
Yeah, well, you went above and beyond though, because then you went to Google Cloud after, did great work there, and now you're here at ServiceNow. So it's great. I'm curious, how do you see, like, I know we can't predict the future, obviously, but like as a tech leader and someone really well-known and influential in this space, where do you think how do you think AI will change the way we work? Let's just say in the next 5 years. Do you have any like predictions or any bold stuff you're going to say? Because then I can say you said it on my show first.
No, I think it's kind of, if anybody can tell you what it'll be in 5 years from now, I think I'll be shocked to receive that it really comes true.
Yeah, that's
because I think it's changing fast, so fast. And I don't think I've seen any technology change happen in such a short amount of time and continues to change that fast like AI has, right? So I think the other technology waves we had, either going to people were doing e-commerce, internet, to mobile, to cloud, and now AI. We talk about it. I think AI is taken up. It's done so much innovation in a short amount of time. But over the next 5 years, I do think it will be integrated into everything we do. That for sure. It's already happening. There's not a single area of our lives which is not getting impacted by AI. So I would expect everything you do from the day-to-day, your personal life, as well as what you would do at work or you will do at your school, will have an AI element to it. So I don't think you can ignore that. So I would suggest that everybody should at least get familiar with what this technology is capable of, how it can help your life, and what you can really contribute towards it as well. Because I think the worry everybody has is that, does it take over your life? And does it really replace you? And I don't think so it's going to be that extreme. I think there will be parts which will be, just like with any technology change, some of the jobs will go away, but some of the new things will emerge. Right? So we are starting to see a lot of those evolutions happen now. A lot of the mundane tasks, which are usually very repetitive day-to-day stuff you do today,
the AI do it.
Hopefully that will do it. Exactly. I mean, that's why not, right? And then you can free up for your time to do other things which you might not be getting to today because you just bogged down for a lot of the mundane pieces of it. So I think over the next 5 years is definitely going to be a much bigger part of our lives. And I don't think so you can ignore the fact that it's going to be important as well.
Yeah, I think I always feel blessed that I get to experience this at like a pretty young age because I'm only 18. As I get older, we'll see how AI, like you said, it'll probably, in the next 5 years, it'll probably be in everyone's life. So I feel like that's why a lot of people should embrace it. I feel like there's kind of two types of people. I'm not saying one is better than the other or anything. Like some people are really scared of it or they have a pessimistic, negative view. And there's some people that are like looking forward to it. And there's some people that are stoked about it like me, which is kind of like the other.
No, but you're right. I think there's no way to ignore it.
Yeah, you have to it's kind of something like, I think it was so interesting for people because it came in the world. And it grew so fast, rapidly, and people are like, whoa, what's going on?
And I think the big thing is you guys are the generation which are probably born into this, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So we would look forward to you all contributing and thinking about how we should be approaching this. A lot of us are learning and trying to retool ourselves, versus it's natural for your generation to really this is part of you from the day one. I mean, you look at social media, you look at the things you do with technology day to day and what you're doing now with AI. I don't think so it feels foreign to many of you because it's just natural. A lot of people who are grown up with other technologies, it is something which they learn. That's why the apprehension is higher. And there's worry that what does it mean to me and do I become irrelevant or I can't keep up? Versus I think your generation will hopefully help us get better at balancing what you do with AI versus what you do without AI and how those blend works and feel a little more natural, I think.
No, you think about it. I can tell my kids, like when I was in high school, I used chatbots and stuff, but think about the kids younger than me. Their whole life doesn't matter. They're used to they get exposed to the technology and it's already AI. So to them, it's just like, that's
natural.
Always there.
You were born and grown up with that, right?
They don't have to relearn it, right? So it's great.
The same thing, I think if you look at the generation before this, I mean, the mobile was just part of the day you started using phones, right? Versus something else. And same thing's happening now with a lot of these chatbots and things like that. So
whenever my parents talk to me about their days working with tech, I'm like, oh my God, that seems so far away. I feel like when I get to talk to my kids, I'm like, oh, you guys only had that back then. Look what we have now.
That's why you had to go to Smithsonian more.
Yeah, exactly.
And see all the old technology.
Exactly. By the way, I have my aunt gave me a thick book of that once. It's really fascinating. I learned a lot from that book.
No, it's good I think it's important for everyone to look at the history though. And hopefully you guys see what that meant and what helped, what didn't help, what changes were valuable, which were not valuable. So you make the right decisions. You can't ignore and history does repeat itself. So it's no harm kind of being aware of what that was like, right? So good that you're reading some of those previous generation technology stacks.
I mean, I truly feel like this is obviously going to go down in history books and stuff. like around this timing with AI and everything.
Yeah, you can ask the chatbot to give you the answers, but yes.
Yeah, exactly. Amit, let's talk about something like more on the personal side of your life. What is something interesting, unique, or funny about you that people don't know? Like I was talking about earlier, the video they made of you about when they introduced you to the company. Like, were you like rock star or something? Like tell us about your life.
No, my life is, pretty natural progression. As I said, I have a lot of passion for sports. So
what sports are you into?
I pretty much watch anything, typically.
Okay.
But I do a lot of live sports as well, but I watch a lot of NFL,
okay.
a lot of college football. I went to school in Texas, and Texas Longhorns are a big college football team. Watch a lot of NBA with the Warriors here. I watch a lot of cricket still.
My name is Sachin, but I'm not as good as the real.
Yeah, but that's a good name to have.
I know, but it's going to be hard for me to live up to it now because everything.
No, I never know.
Yeah, by the way, we're talking about Sachin Tendulkar, is like one of the world's best ex-cricketer, right?
Yeah,
so you said cricket. Football,
I met him once.
You did?
Yes.
What was more exciting, meeting that Sachin or this Sachin? I'm joking.
Definitely him. No.
no, it's great. It's great. Anything else though, like that anything like that you don't talk about? That's like any hobbies? Do you like sketching, drawing, cooking, anything like that?
No, don't get too much time to do a lot of the stuff, right? But I do. A lot of music. My kids have introduced me to a lot more music than I used to.
Drop some names. What type of music do you like?
Taylor Swift for sure, right? As you know, both my girls.
Oh, if we have two daughters at that age, they're gonna love Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they do. I've been to a couple of concerts as well.
So are you Swiftie?
I would say probably halfway there.
Okay.
No, I do follow the music. So a lot of music, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows whenever I get time.
Nice.
I play a lot of sports as well. So I play pickleball nowadays, which is fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Pickleball's fun. It's like the new and it's like whenever.
It's easy sports, but also fun sports. So.
I always think
there's a lot of social thing as well with it. So.
I always think of pickleball as like a tech pro sport. Like you show up with your Patagonia jacket and you're playing pickleball.
I don't think there's any Patagonia jackets happening there.
It's just a joke about. I feel like it's a tech pro type of sport.
No, it's a good sport because it gives you some exercise, but it's not strenuous, huge.
It's fun too.
And the skill sets required are you can get good enough very fast, which is hard for a lot of sports. It takes like golf, or if you look at tennis and all, it takes years and years before you can feel like you at least having fun. Versus pickleball, you can get to a decent level, you still have fun, you have good exercise, and it's a good social environment as well. So,
no,
why not?
Trust me, I went to Topgolf one and absolutely embarrassed myself. Like it's pretty tough. But pickleball, I'm from Fremont, so I walk around Lake Elizabeth, and every time we go there's people playing pickleball.
I think it's getting very popular.
It's the up-and-coming sport. If you ever want to invest in a sports team, pickleball would be a great thing.
Yeah, I think it's starting there. I think there are a lot of sports teams coming up now. Sports team, and there are a lot of leagues coming up there.
There are. I think they have a whole official like major league pickleball thing.
Yeah, of course.
Because one of my guests, I know you're into sports, I've interviewed an ex-NFL and ex-NBA player, and the NBA player is investing in a pickleball team now. And I found it interesting. I'm like, why did you choose pickleball? He's like, I just know the future. I'm like, okay. Let's wrap up here, right? Last two questions that I asked all my guests. The first one is, what is your all-time best advice for teens?
All-time best advice for teens?
You can think about it.
No, my view would be, one, get good at something, right? Don't just do superficial and try to go and do many things. While you're learning a lot of things, pick one or two things and really get into the depth of it. So you become a subject matter expert, you know those things inside out, and you can really have a very detailed conversation and build skills around it.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Sounds just like what my dad talks about to me.
Right.
And you said it the same way he says, a subject matter expert.
It's a smart man.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like a lot of people think they need to do a lot of things. But a previous one of my guests as well, from techie guy, he's also said like, find one thing and become so freaking good at it and become like unkillable. Like literally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, everything.
Yeah.
And it's once you get to that level, it's just, you still have to work hard and stuff, right?
No doubt.
The work never ends. But like, I hope one day in my career I can get to like a level of my guests where I have a podcast in my own studio in my own house.
Yeah, you will. I think you're starting out well. But I think as you point out, getting into the details and getting things like that, then I think just learning to communicate and meeting people, and you're doing a great job of doing this early. To one, meeting the people across the different spectrum of the industry, and second, connections. It really helps because you get different perspectives.
Yeah.
While you might be good at one thing, you do want to keep on learning from other viewpoints so that you can expand yourself and really start understanding how you will grow yourself.
Yeah, and I will highlight one thing though. Even the way I got in contact with you is literally cold email, and that's how I get majority of my guests.
That's great.
So you just and I send out a lot of emails. I don't hear back from everyone, but it's always exciting.
What's your response rate?
Well, I send out like probably 300 emails a month.
Oh, wow.
And I hear back, well, sometimes I hear back not directly from the person, but from their like PR team or their EA or chief of staff or something. But there's a lot of persistence. Yes. Like, it's like, hey, following up, hope all's well. And some people get like, dude, like chill, I'm not interested. Some people are like, hell yeah, let's do it.
No, it's a good skill to have, by the way.
It is.
That's an important part of life.
I'm a big proponent of this for teens. LinkedIn, networking, go to events, meet people, do stuff. I mean, look at this, just through a cold email, I was able to get at this beautiful, amazing studio here at the
I'm glad we could make that happen.
In Santa Clara. So thank you, Amit. I want to just wrap up with the last question, which is what was your favorite part of being a guest on the Ochakde show today?
No, I think love the conversation of what we should do and what your age group should be thinking about.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the conversation and meeting another Sachin.
Thank you. No, it's always fun because I feel like a lot of the guests I interview, they don't really have people that interview them that are teens, and the questions they get, you do feel like you get asked a lot of questions that are the same questions over and over again. So it's always awesome to get a perspective of people we all look up to, right? I mean, I have friends at my school that are now, my friend Kevin, he just graduated San Jose State and now he's working at ServiceNow in marketing, and like, it's great. Good
shout out to him. I'll make sure I'll reach out to him as well.
Kevin Shim, actually, he's actually promotes jobs and he's a great guy. He helps a lot of students. Has like 60,000.
We need more of those people here, so it's good.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Amit, I'm feeling very grateful and blessed today. So thank you for this opportunity.
So thanks for having me. This is a great conversation. It was very free flowing and great job, by the way.
Thank you. I look forward to keeping in touch with you, and it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, of course.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.